This is all you guys had?
I looked everywhere. We didn't have straps, nothing.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a long time. You might have noticed I changed the YouTube name to TSN Outdoors. The truck thing is fun, and it'll still be a part of it. But I've just spent so much time in the woods lately. I haven't done anything besides work and hunt. I got caught up with buck fever. I seen a giant and paralyzed me pretty much. I'm trying to get my 300 rum sighted in with my 22-250 scope. I've had trouble in the past with switching that 22-250 scope to guns with heavier kick. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get it sighted in dead on at 50 and then take it out farther, obviously, but I just want to make sure that it's shooting groups, because the hardest thing to do sometimes is to get your scope mounted correctly if you don't have all the tools or all this, and get it to consistently shoot in the right spot. It might not be your gun, it might be your scope. So regardless, we're just going to see if it works. Let's head over there. Okay, so I haven't started her. It's like real feel 10 degrees. Just going to cold start it. It's actually a reel of 20, so whatever it was. Let's see here. Alright. First gen, baby. We're about to head over to Loud and Proud's, and we're gonna shoot 300 rum, and I'm bringing my 223 as well because we've been seeing a lot of coyotes, and I want to coyote hunt with my 223, so I just want to get it on while I'm there shooting, and hopefully it goes well. I hope the 300 rum works, but we've only got 10 rounds, so we got to really make it happen. If it doesn't happen right away, then don't know what to say, but I've got a sort of a technique I'm going to try and use with how to get it on target right away, and then we'll see from there. But anyway, so this big old B-word starting up fine. I haven't took her on the salt yet. I'm kind of worried, so I'm going to go nice and slow. I don't want to get any rust on it. I might be looking to sell it. There's the AR and the 300 rum. Okay, so as you can see, came out here to set the target up, and I wanted to shoot from over there, and it doesn't look like it's gonna work because I'm stuck. The only issue with a two-wheel drive right here. So it's 26 degrees out, and somehow we managed to still have a ton of mud. So that's gay. Okay guys, so how I like to go about this, I kind of learned this from YouTube, obviously, but I want to take the bolt out of my rifle, and I want to put the middle of the target I'm aiming at in the center of the bore of the rifle, and then I'm going to move the crosshairs in my scope to be right on the center of the target as well, and that should get you a little bit closer. It's kind of like a homemade version of laser bore sighting. There's a little pin in there. Okay, bolt's out. Now we're going to make sure the gun is steady where it is. My scope adjustments seem to be out of whack. When I'm moving up, it goes down. When I go down, it goes up. So I guess everything's the opposite. Okay, so when you are bore sighting, all the adjustments will be opposite of when you are actually sighting your gun in, because you're trying to get the reticle to line up with the bore. And when you're just sighting in your rifle with a mounted scope already, the turret will say move to the right however many inches or whatever you need to do. And actually your reticle's moving left. So I was sitting here confused out of my mind, wondering why every time I adjusted it to the right, it was moving left. Come to find out, that makes complete sense. Your reticle has to move left, so you point your gun more to the right for you to hit right. So that is why if you're turning your turret where it says right, it's actually moving left. Basically, I stuck a bullet in there now, but basically you want to get the center of the target in the center of the bore, and then take your scope and then move it there. Anyway, let's do this. We're on fire. Cross our fingers we don't hit the truck. But in case we do, we are going to zoom in. We're recording. Here we go, 300 rum, first shot with a scope. It looks clear, like nothing's gonna hit. Let's do it. Lordy, that's a big gun. I guess looking at the backside's the best way to find out where we hit. We hit freaking close. That is cool. Okay, so all I did was align the bore with the target, scope with the target. Here's the target, there's the hole, pretty cool. Perfect bullet hole, nothing wacky about it. So now we're gonna go back and we are going to shoot right there. Let's do it. This should be a money shot.
We gonna find out, aren't we?
Okay. Loaded gun, on safe, let's do it. Okay, so when I had adjusted for this shot, I did it still thinking that my adjustments were backwards. So we ended up not showing that shot, but this is the next shot after adjusting properly in the reverse order, and it worked. Woo! Dead center, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go look at it. So check this out, guys. So if you remember correctly, first I moved it in the opposite direction because lining up the bore wasn't working correctly. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to adjust it all opposite directions. So I said 24 to the right, but I needed to go left because I thought it was backwards. And then I said 20 down, but I needed to go up. And then I hit here. Almost identical from the bullseye down to here, down to here. So I figured, all right, same adjustments, but let's do it up here. And third shot, dead center. That's 3 shots to get your gun sighted in. I'm telling you, that bore aligning your scope deal is a great thing. Anyways, let's move this to 100 and then we'll take 1 shot. If it's on, we're leaving. Wow, Loud and Proud came to save me with some paracord. Hold on.
This ain't even paracord.
Hold that paracord in the middle, man. I need to get a thumbnail of that.
I think if you lap it like 8 times, it'll be enough to get you a move.
All right, so he came to rescue me.
We'll see.
As always, he's always rescuing me, except for when he gave me that 30-06. This is all you guys had?
I looked everywhere. We didn't have straps, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, trust me, I know it's gay. It might not work.
As long as you do a cinch knot at the end. Well,
we're gonna do all this work.
I have faith. We can do this. Okay, let's get it.
Scale of 1 to 10, how surprised are you that that worked?
I mean, I kind of thought it would, but
I thought it would tug you a few feet to where you got out and then snap.
No. I threw mine in reverse because I was like, if once he gets me out, I could probably get some kind of traction.
Yeah. Don't forget about your
stupid 2-wheel drives.
Seriously, man. I told him not to see how tight this strap got. You probably feel it. Oh, dude, that's nice.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
That thing wasn't gonna bust for a long time.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't think it was gonna work.
Well, you wanna back up a tad? Loosen her up.
Yeah, I don't want you to get stuck again.
Is it on?
Oh yeah, you're rolling.
Hundo yards. Hundos, boys and girls. Hundos.
Hundos. This is the famous Brotherhood Outdoors crossbow shooting location.
Yeah.
A lot of videos here.
Okay. Do you think it'll hit higher or lower now that it's at 100 since I sighted it in at 50?
You sighted at 50? Probably a couple inches high.
Yeah. Hopefully I see a booner one more time this year.
You'll put it down with that thing.
Huh?
I said you'll put that thing down with that.
Oh, I know.
You whack it good.
That's what she said. Alright, I'm gonna shoot. Woohoo! I think I hit high, but I'll go look, I guess. We moved it down 16 clicks and over 2.
Because if you're hitting dead on at 100, you're going to be hitting
pretty much
dead on at 200.
And 300, and then I gotta worry about it. Alright, you ready?
Yep, good to go.
Oh!
What? You whack it right in the center?
Yes. This gun is so good. What the heck?
So, here's the story. He took my gun with rusty
and Malk I didn't know because he hardly even shot it.
No, actually I only sighted it in. like with 4 shots, and I was done with that gun.
And he never used it either.
No, then I never used it.
So like I asked him, I was like, hey bro, you got another gun that I can use maybe? He's like, oh yeah man, for sure. I was like, man, he said yes really easily. And then come to find out, I mean, he had no idea. He thought it was fine, but
when I
it was just some random gun he bought for he bought for cheap. But it was a Smith & Wesson T-bolt or I-bolt.
I-bolt 30-06.
Does not shoot good. I mean, I was hitting the pie plate at 100, but then all of a sudden I was missing the target, and then I hit again dead center, and I was like, okay, well maybe if the barrel's cold, it shoots dead center. So opening day rolls around, I'm up in my tree stand, and like first light, I mean talking, I could just barely see, and 300 yards away I see this big body, looks like a cow walking across the field, and I already knew immediately, because I had seen this buck, or one like it, 2 years ago, coming from the same area. And he just looked like a bull, just big with a saggy back and a big belly, and I knew immediately it was a giant buck. So I got out of my stand and I made up 100 yards on him. I got within 200 yards and I got prone, and he starts walking across, and sure enough I see a giant rack. And I mean, obviously I'm buck fever already, but as soon as I get that crosshair on his shoulder, I pulled the trigger, and I thought I smoked him because he just disappeared. And I thought maybe he just dropped. Well, come to find out, clean miss in front of him because the gun was hitting left apparently, because a week later I shot a doe and it was broadside, but the head was facing to the right of me and it hit in the back legs, so I clean missed the buck because his head was facing that way and aimed on his shoulder. But anyway, just gonna put him down.
Yeah, this one, big bang bang, no more deer.
No more deer.
I'll hold that.
All right guys, so you remember the story. I adjusted backwards for these two, then I moved it back, hit there, then I went back to 100. It obviously will shoot high if you're shooting a really flat shooting round. If you sight in at 50, it'll hit high at 100. We brought it down the perfect amount of clicks and the perfect amount over, and it's just about as dead center as you can get it. If it did hit the center, it's probably human error. So anyways, thanks for watching guys. We're just gonna shoot my 223 real quick. I won't record that. All right y'all, so that concludes our day. The AR shot great. It only took a few adjustments to get it going right on. I'm using Tula ammo, so I wouldn't expect anything tighter than a 2-inch group, so that's what I got. And the 300 is shooting dead center. So that's been our day. It has been a blast. I mean, there's something good about knowing all your guns are hitting dead center, and I'm kicking myself in the butt for not having that 300 sighted in on opening day, but that is what it is. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a long time. I'm coming back at you, feeling better. Buck fever has kind of gone away now, so I can start to do something with my life. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, whatever you want to do. But that's a pretty easy way to sight in your gun, and it's a pretty awesome way to pull out your truck. So anyways guys, thank you so much, and I'll be back. Thank you, bye.